Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joe D'Agostino from JosephD'AgostinoPhotography.com, and I just wanted to do a short video. It's not going to be anything crazy or in-depth just yet. We will do another one in the future. Yesterday, I took delivery of 5 Iberit lenses from Kipon, and I'm going to have these bad boys for about 2 months. And we're going to go through each lens and evaluate them. I just wanted to do a quick video right off the bat and just my initial reaction when receiving these. I was going to do a big open box sort of video and all the dramatics of me slicing the paper and, you know, what's the point? Let's get down to what these things are about. And I gotta tell you, right off the bat, I am completely blown away with the build quality of these. I took delivery of a 24, and then they come in silver and they come in black. Here's the 24 right here, and a 35. All metal hoods. I'll get in that in a second. 35 millimeter. And you can see they have the hyperfocal distance marking on them, just like almost like a reminiscent of a Leica lens. We have 24, 35, a 50, 75, and here was a 90. Again, these are probably sample versions. I don't have a hood for the 90, but I'm sure it comes with one because it definitely has the locking lugs here for it. Right off the bat, let me just pick up one of these here. I'm just going to use this little 35. Just amazes me. I haven't shot with it yet. Can't wait to take this thing out. But right off the bat, the Iberit lenses are, from my understanding, designed in Germany and made in China. Now, let's talk about that for a second. We all know that German designs are amazing when it comes to lenses. Zeiss being one of them. So this is a collaboration between both countries, or this company rather, and they are made in China. Now, don't let made in China fool you. Now, if I'm reading on the back of the lenses here, each one says designed by IBE Optics in Germany, manufactured by Shanghai Transvision in China. Now, this is basically a Kipon product, and those of you who know anything about Kipon will definitely probably attest to the fact that their adapters are nothing short of amazing as well. Machined perfectly, just gorgeous finishing, and obviously their optics when it comes to their focal reducers and speed boosters and whatnot, yeah, perfect. I mean, the glass is amazing. So they took basically that same dedication and dumped them into their lens lineup here, and I mean, it definitely shows. But right off the bat, nice engraving on the numbering. I'm going to, on my website at JosephD'Agostino.com, I'm going to, JosephD'AgostinoPhotography.com, I'm going to have some high-res macro shots and whatnot, and we're going to go through each lens, like I said. But right off the bat, I mean, the engraving on the lens itself, and that's another cool thing. This could be a I love it or I hate it kind of deal. Everything is metal except for the rear cap. That's plastic. I mean, the mount is metal as well, but the front cap is also metal, and it's a screw-in design. I could see it being a pain in the butt if you want to try to get to your lens real quick and you like to keep lens cap on, or are you basically going to stick a UV filter on this and kind of go out for the day? I mean, that's kind of what I do with all my Fuji lineup lenses. And again, if I didn't mention that, these are all for the X Mount. They do make them for, I have their website up right here. They do make them for other mounts as well, I believe, Sony. And again, I'll have more of that information as well as these links for everything that you need on my website. But yeah, screw-on cap. I mean, I like it. It's cool. It's definitely solid. Again, it's all metal, as well as, you know, the filter. I mean, the lens hood here, all metal. You know, it's gorgeous. I mean, it really is. It's everything's marked. You know, it is really just a nice machined quality piece of equipment. The coatings look really good. The glass is super clear. Aperture ring, these are clicks. I don't know if you'll hear that. I'll put it up to the mic. But I mean, buttery smooth. Solid detent. They're not going to slip. There's no play. And as far as the smoothness of, honestly, I haven't felt a smoother focusing motion on any lens. And I've owned Summicron, Summilux, Canon, Nikon, Minoltas, Pentax. This is just amazing. I mean, the dampening is perfect. You know, you're going to be able to really, I mean, and it's important when you're, you know, manually focusing to be able to, you know, actually feel the focusing. It's not a focus by wire. Obviously, there are no metal there's no contacts here to communicate with the camera. So it's another thing to be aware of. You're going to have to set your focal length in your camera body. And not that it's going to correct for anything, but what it's going to do is it's going to at least tell you what lens you were shooting with. They're all f2.4. Every one in the lineup here, 35, 23, 23? Yeah. 23 and 9. They're all f2.4. That's a debatable thing with you if that's not shallow enough for you, if that's not wide enough for you. I will tell you that focusing an f1.4 manual lens can be very difficult. It can be done. I do it all the time. However, sometimes I bump it up to f2 when I have a 1.4 just to ensure that I do have some room to play with, especially if it's going to be a really important job where I only got one shot to do it, and if you know, I miss it, then I kind of blew the day, you know, such as like a wedding or something like that. For my own fun, you know, obviously you can shoot all day and keep trying, but I don't have a problem with f2.4. You know, it's wider than 2.8, and it's definitely going to give you, you know, a shallow depth of field. Everybody wants to talk about bokeh. You know, bokeh isn't your blurry background. Bokeh is the quality of the background and the way the way the lens renders, you know, the background. So you get up close enough with any of these lenses, you know, maybe you're going to be a little bit limited on like the 24, but 35 is effectively a 50 on a crop sensor. You know, you have your 50 and your 90 and your 75. You get up close enough, you know, chest up or a portrait, you're going to have the depth of field. You're going to have the blurry background that you're looking at. You're going to have the subject isolation. So I'm not too concerned with that. I would trade that off for a lens that is sharp, contrasty, good color rendition. And, you know, from everything that I've seen so far about these lenses, I don't see that being an issue at all. And I'm certainly going to put them through their paces. It's interesting to note that almost every lens in the lineup is very close to the same size, with the exception of this 35, which is obviously smaller. But I mean, what do we have here? The 75 and 50 are almost identical. You know, you got a little bit of a difference on the top here. The 90 is definitely going to be the tallest, but it's very similar to the 75. And you know, the 24 is just a bit shorter, and the 35 is really, so this thing just really fascinates me. I mean, this lens just looks so I'm actually going to throw it on the X Pro 2 just to give you a shot here of what this is going to kind of look like. There you go. Look at that. That is cool. All right, that looks like a street photographer's, you know, dream all day long with this guy. It's going to be effectively a 50 millimeter. It's a 2.4. It's going to let in enough light, and let's face it, when you're shooting street, you're probably going to be up around f8 anyway. And I'm sure that this is going to be razor sharp. One thing I will notice that can be a little bit, again, it's just an extra step, but I mean, you're not speed shooting with a manual focus anyway, so in order to get the lens cap off, you're not going to be able to do it. You got to take off the ring, the lens hood rather, unscrew this lens hood or the lens cap, and then obviously reinstall your lens hood. I'm not sure what the thread size is yet. I think it's a 49, but I'll have to check that out. Yeah, but I mean, there you go. Yeah. I mean, beautifully made. This gets a little tricky on this 35. There's really not a ton of room as far as the focusing ring compared to the f-stop. I could see you definitely hitting that, but yeah, this is really nice. I'm really excited. Like I said, so what I'm really going to do, I had some notes down over here just to see if I missed anything. Doesn't look like I did. I kind of covered everything that I wanted to cover. Like I said, this wasn't going to be a crazy in-depth review type of video. I'll try to add a few images, but I don't want to get crazy with this video. Maybe I'll add a few macro shots just so you can see the quality of the lenses. But I don't know if I'm going to show you any photo examples yet. A lot of those are going to be on the website when I do launch a full review. And then I probably will do a second part to this video to kind of highlight my experiences with them, because again, I don't want to go too crazy with something that I haven't really ran through the gamut yet. But like I said, I have these for 2 months. I'm going to do everything from portraits, landscapes, you know, some street shooting, some just some close-up focusing to see, you know, how well they focus close-up. Are they soft close-up, wide open? Do I have to stop it down? We're going to play with them. I have them for 2 months. I'm going to go through each lens, and I'm going to highlight each lens with their photos on each one, and we'll go from there. I'm hopefully later on this month maybe going to get an Ibelux from these guys as well. The owner, Zhao Ming, has been super friendly and amazing to work with, and constant contact with him, and he said he wants to get me an Ibelux, which I believe is their very, very high-end expensive portrait lens, which is going to be, I believe it is a 40 millimeter 0.85. Yeah, that's right, f.85. We all know that the Midicon lens is out there at a 35.95. I don't have that lens yet, but it looks razor sharp, and it looks like subject isolation is amazing. So now we're at a 40.85. That thing is probably going to be incredible. So I'm really looking forward to see that. And if it holds up its sharpness wide open, that's a no-brainer. That's a solid win right there. These lenses right now, from what I'm looking at, if I just go into B&H right here on the computer, this is for Leica. If I do, it looks like they got a Fuji X Mount, the Leica, and the Sony E Mount. So if I go to Fuji, which is what I'm using, the 35mm retails for $579. The 50 retails for $419. The 24, $419. Looks like the silver may be a little bit more. I don't know if this is accurate. You might want to just go to Iberit.com or whatnot. It's Handevision, which might be Handevision, because HAN is for China and DE is for Germany Vision. That's their little designations in the front for manufacturing. Yeah, so you're looking at anywhere from, high fives to mid fours, $450 to $560 something for their lenses. And again, haven't shot with them yet. I have no reason to believe that they're not going to be incredible, because, like I say, everything that Kipon has put out has just been nothing short of amazing. But as far as the build quality, yeah, no, it's definitely past the $500 lens. This thing is just absolutely astonishing. The fit and finish, I can't talk about it enough. The tooling is just exact. Everything is metal, solid indentations, solid engraving, beautiful paint-filled numbering. On your scale, your meters are in white and your feet are in like an orange. And it's the same thing that matches on the silver. The silver is beautifully finished. It's a matte finish on both style lenses here. And it looks like all the filters are going to be the same. They're all about the same width. So that's kind of a cool thing too. You go out, you can change your filters out. You don't have to buy step-up rings or different sizes. So I think that's really all I'm going to go with on this. I don't want to overdo it. I probably already did, but I really thank you for checking out the video, and I'm really happy to have this opportunity to work with Kipon here and kick out some images for him and a nice blog review. And hopefully this guy helps you guys out, and maybe consider this lineup for your Fuji or your Leica or your Sony. And like I said, let's see how they perform. I'm really looking forward to it. Keep checking out my Instagram page, Joseph DAgostino Photo at Instagram. And subscribe to the YouTube, like me on Instagram, and keep checking in, because I'm definitely going to be probably cheating a little bit and throwing up a few sample images in the next couple months before I come out with the one big blog about everything that we have here. But like I said, I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And thank you again for checking out the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.